Good morning, folks. I'm sorry I'm not feeling well and I have to be away today. So, what you're going to be working on today is the cultural effects of psychology, or sorry, good Lord, the social cultural effects on memory. I've put the socio in quotation marks because really this unit is supposed to be hitting in our social cultural unit, but because it deals with memory, they wanted us to put it to talk about it in this particular unit. So there's going to be a lot of crossover, and just like we've talked about in the past, crossover, especially in psychology, absolutely happens. So this is one of those moments. So there's some notes about IB clarification on the top I would definitely pay attention to, but then just jump right into cultural effects and how we remember. And this video will sort of be a demonstration of that. And the question that you're going to be asking to yourself off to the side is yes, this is an impressive feat of memory. However, would someone in Canada be able to do this? Or would someone in Australia be able to do this by means of like remembering, the American presidents? And I know like from like a technical feature standpoint, yes, absolutely, that's all very possible. But what we're really talking about is would there be the motivation, sort of from a cultural aspect, to see this happen? Then you're going to move down into here, and hopefully you're in class right now. If not, that's not the case. Just adapt the best you can to the environment that you're in, and it's essentially going to be partner work. So at first, you sort of split yourself in half. Some of you are going to go back to the cultural unit and read Colin Scribner, and some of you are going to read Kieran's study. You're just going to read those two things, understand those two things, concentrating on procedure and the findings, and then you're just going to partner up. And then it's going to become like an exchange between the two partners as you sort of talk about the explanations. Make sure that you're both an expert on both studies. Again, I'm hoping you're in the classroom, but if that's not the case, again, just adapt as best you can. But if you're in the class, this would be a great time to jump out at the board, maybe write down which study seems stronger, and you can have this conversation as a class. If you get the chance in class, you can totally watch this. Although I think we've seen it in another, we watched in the social culture unit. So it's just sort of here more as a just a reminder of that particular study. And then if we have time today, which you may not, but just in case you need it, we have instructions here as well for cultural dimensions. Um, so this is just a review of the cultural dimensions. That's the big game that we played, but the individualistic, collectivistic, all those different things. And then you get a question. Then you get to read this particular study. And again, this is stuff that if you can, absolutely be ready to share ideas, put stuff on the board, whatever's going to work for you as far as the breakdown is concerned. So, if you don't quite make it through all this today, that's all right. Um, but that's everything we're going to be looking at when it comes to cultural factors on memory.